Day 64. Compound your interest. In the pursuit of personal growth, we often confront a frustrating paradox. Some actions will come naturally, while others feel insurmountable, like scaling a mountain in ill-fitting shoes. Why is it that we can dive headfirst into certain tasks, yet others drain us before we've even begun? The answer lies in how our brains perceive effort and reward. And the solution? Blending what we love with what we aim to improve, creating rituals that truly stick. There's a paradox of action. As creatures of habit, we find comfort in repetition. Yet not all habits align with our aspirations. The gym might be a refuge for one, while the thought of organizing finances triggers avoidances for the same person. This disconnect isn't just about laziness, it's rooted in biology. Our brains are wired to seek immediate gratification and minimize discomfort. When a task excites us, it activates reward pathways in the brain, making it feel less like work and more like play. The challenge arises when necessary improvements, learning a new skill, managing time, or eating healthier, they don't spark the same level of excitement. The question becomes, how do we bridge this gap? I think the strategy is a simple equation. Interest plus improvement equals a ritual. The key lies in crafting rituals that weave personal interest into areas that we wish to grow. This marriage of passion and purpose transforms the mundane into the meaningful. Here's basically how it works. First, align passion with purpose. If you love music, integrate it into your growth journey. Want to learn a new language? Start by listening to songs in that language. Sing along, mimic pronunciation, and let the rhythm guide you. Why does this work? The joy of music fuels engagement, making the process feel less like a chore and more like an adventure. By aligning your passion with a goal, you infuse the task with meaning, increasing the likelihood that it becomes a habit. Second, make time work for you. In a world that constantly demands more, finding time for self-improvement can feel impossible. But combining activities can help. For instance, if you're striving to read more and stay informed, start your day with a news podcast during your commute or morning routine. Why does this work? Efficiencies reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. When rituals take less time, they feel more achievable, and we're less likely to abandon them. This dual purpose approach frees up mental energy, creating space for you to be consistent. Third, you can enhance engagement through creativity. If art inspires you, turn reflection or journaling into an artistic approach. Sketch your thoughts, paint your goals, or create a visual timeline of your progress. Why does this work? Engagement deepens when tasks reflect who we are. Infusing creativity into improvement adds layers of enjoyment and meaning, ensuring the ritual feels personal and therefore fulfilling. So how do you start crafting your ritual? The beauty of this strategy is the simplicity. Here's how you could possibly begin. First, identify your interest. What draws you in effortlessly? Music, art, movement, storytelling? Second, list your goals. Where do you want to grow? Improve fitness, better focus, new skills? Third, brainstorm connections. Look for natural intersections between your passions and your goals. For example, fitness and gaming. You could play active virtual reality games. Learning and cooking. Explore world cuisines while learning about their cultures. Start small. Choose one or two combinations and ease into them. Overhauling your life overnight is definitely a recipe for burnout. 5. Review and adjust. After a week or two, assess how the ritual feels. Does it energize you? If not, experiment until you find a combination that clicks. There is a power in positive reinforcement. When we pair what we love with what we need to do, something remarkable starts to happen. Improvement becomes self-sustaining. Each success fuels motivation, creating a feedback loop where growth feels less like an effort and more like fulfillment. Over time, these rituals compound, building momentum that spills into other areas of life. So, my conclusion: life is a patchwork of routines, and how we design those routines determines whether they confine or elevate us. By weaving together our passions and our aspirations, we create rituals that nurture not just productivity, but also joy. This approach isn't about squeezing more into an already packed day, it's about reimagining what matters and aligning it with who we are. Growth, when approached with intention and creativity, becomes not just achievable, but sustainable. It's not about climbing the mountain in flip flops, it's about finding a path that feels like home.